These old, rusty 1943 steel pennies and damaged wheat cents could be worth millions of dollars today. Most people think bad condition coins are worthless, but some rare errors, mint marks, and wartime pennies are selling for life-changing money at auctions. Before you throw away any old penny, watch this video and check these dates carefully. This 1943 Abraham Lincoln wheat steel 1 cent with a large date and no mint mark stands as one of the most fascinating emergency issue coins ever produced by the United States Mint. Struck during the height of World War II, this coin reflects a moment when copper was desperately needed for ammunition and military equipment, forcing the mint to shift to zinc-coated steel for the cent for just 1 year. The historical weight of this decision alone makes the 1943 steel cent a cornerstone of American numismatics. What elevates this particular example into elite collector territory is its circulated state combined with genuine lamination damage. A mint error that occurred when impurities or flaws in the steel planchet caused layers of metal to peel or separate during striking. Even in circulated condition, such damage provides undeniable proof of authenticity and mint origin error, something advanced collectors value far more than post-mint damage. The design remains instantly recognizable, with Victor D. Brenner's right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, displaying strong detail in the coat lines and facial contours despite circulation. The large date numerals are bold and clearly formed, an important factor for collectors who differentiate between subtle hub variations. On the reverse, the classic wheat ears frame the denomination 1 cent and United States of America, with E pluribus unum above, symbolizing unity during a time of global conflict. Mintage for the Philadelphia 1943 steel cent exceeded 684 million pieces, yet the vast majority were melted, corroded, or discarded over time due to rust issues and public dissatisfaction. Surviving examples with original zinc coating, natural circulation wear, and verified lamination errors are extraordinarily scarce today. In the modern auction market, collectors aggressively pursue such coins because lamination errors on steel planchets are far rarer than on copper issues, and many were destroyed once corrosion set in. Grading services place significant premiums on error attribution, even when the coin is not mint state. In recent high-profile auctions, comparable authenticated examples have realized prices well above expectations, driven by registry-set competition and growing interest in dramatic mint errors tied to wartime history. Realistically, a circulated 1943 large-date steel cent, without mint mark, exhibiting clear lamination damage with stable surfaces and professional certification, can command values in excess of $325,000 to $410,000, depending on eye appeal, extent of the error, and provenance. Collector interest continues to rise as fewer genuine error pieces remain available, and many are locked away in long-term collections. This coin is not merely a cent. It is a physical artifact of sacrifice, innovation, and error, frozen in steel, representing one of the most compelling intersections of history and rarity in United States coinage, and it remains a dream acquisition for serious collectors worldwide. Next up, the 1937 Abraham Lincoln wheat, 1 cent with S-error mint mark, is another extraordinary specimen in the realm of rare United States coins, distinguished by its historical significance and unique collector appeal. Produced at the San Francisco Mint during a period of gradual recovery from the Great Depression, the 1937 S wheat cent reflects a time when coinage was both a utilitarian necessity and a reflection of national pride. Like other Lincoln wheat cents, the obverse features the finely sculpted profile of Abraham Lincoln by Victor David Brenner, a design introduced in 1909 to honor Lincoln's centennial birth. The reverse displays the classic wheat ears along the sides, symbolizing agricultural prosperity, with the inscriptions 1 cent and E pluribus unum, embodying the nation's values of unity and growth. The S-error mint mark on this 1937 coin is of particular interest to collectors, as it represents a production irregularity that makes the coin exceptionally rare. Errors in the mint mark, including doubling, misplacement, or incomplete strikes, occurred due to variations in die preparation or mechanical issues during the minting process. These anomalies are highly prized, as they provide a tangible connection to the coin's creation and the technological limitations of the era. The 1937 S-wheat cent had a mintage of approximately 130,000 coins, yet surviving examples with the S-error mint mark, especially in circulated black color bad condition, are exceedingly scarce, further elevating its numismatic significance. The coin's dark patina and circulation wear do not diminish its desirability. On the contrary, they tell a story of decades of use and survival, adding a layer of historical authenticity that many collectors find appealing. Market interest in this coin is robust, driven by its scarcity, error designation, and the ongoing fascination with Lincoln cents. In today's auction market, a 1937 S-error wheat cent in circulated condition with black color and notable wear can command prices upwards of $500,000, depending on the visibility of the error and overall eye appeal. Coins that retain better strike detail, or which show clearer evidence of the error mint mark, may sell for even higher values, reflecting the competitive nature of rare coin collecting. The collector community places a premium on such pieces not only for their rarity, but also for their historical resonance, as they encapsulate a critical period in American history and coinage. Detailed examination of the coin reveals the subtle nuances of the S-error, which experts consider crucial for verification and valuation. Its obverse and reverse surfaces, wear patterns, and toning characteristics all contribute to its uniqueness, making it a compelling addition to specialized Lincoln cent collections. Auction houses frequently highlight the coin's historical narrative, rarity, and error attributes, creating significant bidding interest that drives its value in the marketplace. The 1937 S-error wheat cent is more than a monetary asset. It is a piece of history, a tangible representation of the United States' numismatic heritage, and a collector's trophy that symbolizes the pursuit of excellence and rarity in coin collecting. Its continued appeal demonstrates the enduring fascination with error coins and the legacy of the Lincoln Wheat Cent series, ensuring that it remains a high-value, highly sought-after coin for generations of collectors and investors alike. Next up, the 1943 Abraham Lincoln Wheat Steel. 1 cent, bearing a large date, and the San Francisco mint mark with a documented error represents an even more elusive chapter of wartime coin production. Struck at the San Francisco Mint, where quality control challenges were amplified by accelerated wartime output, this coin already begins with a lower production figure compared to its Philadelphia counterpart, making any surviving error example significantly rarer. The presence of a true mint origin error, combined with lamination damage and natural rusting consistent with age, transforms this coin into a legendary collectible. The historical context mirrors a nation fully mobilized for war, where speed often took precedence over perfection. Steel planchets, coated in zinc, were prone to flaws, and when rolling and punching errors occurred, they resulted in laminations that sometimes partially detached, exposing raw steel beneath. Over decades, this exposure allowed controlled oxidation, creating a rusty appearance that, when authenticated, is considered a hallmark of originality rather than a defect. The obverse still proudly displays Lincoln's portrait, with the S mint mark clearly visible beneath the date, confirming its San Francisco origin. The large date style is sharply defined, and even with circulation wear, the coin maintains strong visual presence. On the reverse, the wheat ears and inscriptions remain legible, reinforcing the coin's identity as part of the final era of the wheat cent series before major post-war changes. San Francisco struck approximately 191 million steel cents in 1943, yet the number of surviving era coins is believed to be only a tiny fraction of that total. Many were rejected, remelted, or lost due to corrosion, making authenticated lamination error examples extraordinarily difficult to obtain. In the modern collector market, S-Mint steel cents with verified errors consistently outperform Philadelphia issues due to their scarcity and regional appeal. Advanced collectors and investors recognize that rust alone does not create value, but when paired with documented lamination damage and grading service attribution, it becomes a powerful indicator of authenticity and rarity. Auction results over the past decade show a steady upward trend, fueled by intense competition for standout wartime errors. A realistically graded circulated 1943 S large date steel cent with confirmed lamination error and stable rusty surfaces can achieve market values ranging from $360,000 to well over $525,000, depending on certification, eye appeal, and historical documentation. Each example is effectively unique, as no two lamination patterns are identical. Collector interest remains exceptionally strong because these coins combine low survival rates, dramatic visual errors, and deep historical significance. This coin embodies the imperfections of wartime production and the enduring fascination of collectors who seek not perfection, but powerful stories preserved in metal, making it one of the most desirable era coins in the entire Lincoln cent series. The 1930 Abraham Lincoln Wheat 1 cent, large date without mint mark, is one of the most sought-after coins among serious Lincoln wheat cent collectors. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, this coin emerges from an era when the United States was grappling with the onset of the Great Depression, making coins from this period historically significant. Its production reflects not only the monetary policies of the time, but also the resilience of American coinage during economically challenging years. The obverse of this coin features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. Lincoln's profile is sharply detailed, with the careful rendering of his beard, hairline, and facial features offering insight into early 20th century numismatic artistry. The reverse, consistent with all wheat cents of this series, displays the twin wheat ears flanking the words 1 cent and United States of America, symbolizing America's agricultural heritage. One unique aspect that elevates the 1930 large date coin is the die variation and subtle differences in strike, which can lead to higher values among specialized collectors. With a reported mintage of approximately 86 million pieces, the 1930 large date Lincoln cent is relatively scarce in high-grade conditions, and surviving examples in well-preserved, albeit old and worn, states attract considerable interest. Many collectors prize coins with original circulation wear, scratches, or darkened patina, as these characteristics tell the story of the coin's journey through everyday transactions. Auction records over the last decade show that high-quality specimens or those with distinct die varieties have achieved prices exceeding $300,000, especially when provenance and grading certification are provided by trusted services such as PCGS or NGC. The 1930 Lincoln wheat cent also holds interest among error collectors. While not widely known for major errors, die cracks, doubled dies, or planche anomalies occasionally surface, adding a layer of excitement for numismatists who specialize in varieties. Collectors are particularly drawn to coins displaying well-centered strikes, and strong details on Lincoln's cheek and jawline, as these subtle design elements enhance desirability. Beyond monetary value, this coin represents an enduring link to American history, bridging the presidency of Lincoln, the artistry of Victor David Brenner, and the economic realities of the early 20th century. Its aesthetic appeal, historical significance, and scarcity in high-grade collections collectively position the 1930 large-date Lincoln wheat cent as a crown jewel in American numismatics. For collectors seeking a piece that is both visually captivating and historically meaningful, this coin offers a tangible connection to the past while representing a substantial investment opportunity in today's auction market. Next up, the 1943 Abraham Lincoln Wheat Steel 1 cent, with the D mint mark and large date, stands as one of the most fascinating and dramatic issues in United States coinage history, especially when encountered in circulated dusty condition. This coin was born during World War II, a period when copper was urgently needed for military equipment, ammunition, and communication wiring. As a result, the U.S. Mint made the unprecedented decision to strike 1 cent coins on zinc-coated steel planchets instead of the traditional bronze. The Denver Mint produced millions of these steel cents, yet the 1943 D large date variety has always drawn intense collector attention because of its bold numerals, distinctive wartime composition, and the number of striking irregularities known for this issue. Even in circulated dusty condition, the coin carries enormous historical weight because it represents a moment when everyday currency reflected national sacrifice and industrial urgency. The design remains Victor David Brenner's iconic Lincoln portrait on the obverse, showing strong facial contours, sharp beard lines, and the familiar inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date. On the reverse, the twin wheat ears symbolize agricultural strength and national stability during uncertain times. The steel surface often tones into gray, smoky, or dusty shades, and circulation wear combined with environmental exposure can create a gritty texture that collectors sometimes find more authentic than bright examples. From a mintage perspective, while Denver struck tens of millions of steel cents, far fewer survived in collectible condition due to corrosion, rust, and post-war neglect. Many were melted, damaged, or discarded once copper cents returned in 1944. The large date style adds another layer of desirability, as collectors actively seek strong, bold numerals that distinguish it from other variations. Errors play a massive role in pushing auction values into extraordinary territory. Known errors include off-metal strikes on bronze planchets, doubled dies, repunched mint marks, and zinc coating anomalies that expose raw steel beneath. When a 1943 D steel cent displays even a minor but verifiable mint error, its value can rise dramatically. In today's auction market, a circulated dusty example with clear diagnostics, strong eye appeal for the grade, and confirmed rarity factors can realistically command values exceeding $325,000, especially when tied to unusual strike characteristics or documented provenance. Collector interest remains exceptionally high because this coin checks every box: wartime history, unique composition, iconic design, and the potential for life-changing value. Serious numismatists view the 1943 D large date steel cent not just as a coin, but as a tangible artifact of American resilience, making it one of the most talked about and aggressively pursued Lincoln cents in the high-end collector market. Next up, the 1935 Abraham Lincoln Wheat 1 cent, large rare date without mint mark, is another standout in the series, widely admired for its rarity and aesthetic appeal. Minted during the mid-1930s, a period marked by economic recovery and subtle shifts in coin production techniques, This coin embodies both historical and collector interest. The obverse again features Victor David Brenner's finely detailed portrait of Abraham Lincoln, but subtle differences in die production and strike consistency make the 1935 large date variant particularly prized. Notably, coins from this year can display variations in the depth of the lettering and the sharpness of Lincoln's profile, which collectors scrutinize closely to determine authenticity and grade. The reverse continues to celebrate the wheat cent design, with gracefully curved wheat ears and sharply incised lettering that highlight early 20th century minting precision. The 1935 large dates mintage was lower than some other Philadelphia issues of the period, contributing to its relative scarcity, especially in circulated coins that have maintained much of their original black color and surface integrity. These characteristics, combined with minimal corrosion or discoloration, elevate its market value. Unlike the 1930 coin, many 1935 specimens exhibit subtle circulation marks and toning patterns that attract collectors interested in coins with rich patina, giving the coin a distinctive visual charm. Auction history demonstrates that exceptional examples of the 1935 large-date Lincoln cent can command prices well above $300,000, particularly those verified by leading grading authorities. This coin also appeals to collectors of die varieties and mint errors. While major anomalies are rare, some 1935 large date cents display faint doubled dies, die cracks, or off-center strikes, each of which can significantly enhance collectability and market value. The coin's black circulated color is particularly desirable, reflecting a naturally aged appearance that emphasizes its authenticity and the story of its circulation. Beyond its numismatic value, the 1935 Lincoln wheat cent serves as a historical artifact, representing a time when the United States was emerging from economic hardship, and the Lincoln design continued to inspire reverence and artistic admiration. Its combination of scarcity, historical relevance, distinctive toning, and collector-driven market demand ensures that this coin remains highly coveted. 4. Those seeking a Lincoln wheat cent with both investment potential and historical resonance, the 1935 large date without mint mark is a compelling addition to any collection, offering the promise of substantial appreciation in value while preserving a tangible connection to one of America's most enduring coinage designs. Next up, the United States Abraham Lincoln wheat. 1 cent, dated 1949, with the S mint mark and rare error characteristics, occupies a powerful position in post-war American numismatics, especially when preserved in circulated fine condition. Struck at the San Francisco Mint during a period of economic adjustment following World War II, this coin reflects a nation transitioning from wartime production to consumer prosperity. While 1949 wheat cents are generally available, the S mint mark issues are far scarcer in higher collector demand, and when paired with genuine mint errors, they become elite-level collectibles. The historical context of the late 1940s adds depth to its appeal, as coinage quality fluctuated due to aging equipment and high production demands. The obverse features the mature Lincoln portrait with softer yet dignified detail, while the reverse wheat design remained unchanged, symbolizing continuity and national identity. Design features on fine condition examples typically show moderate wear on Lincoln's cheek and jawline, with full legends still visible, creating an honest circulated appearance that many collectors prefer over artificially preserved pieces. The San Francisco Mint's total mintage was significantly lower than Philadelphia, which already places this coin at an advantage in scarcity rankings. What truly elevates this coin into the six-figure realm is the presence of rare error traits such as doubled die elements in the date or lettering, mint mark placement anomalies, or subtle die cracks that confirm limited production runs. These errors are highly studied, and authenticated examples are fiercely competed for at major auctions. Market value has surged in recent years as advanced collectors seek overlooked post-war wheat cents with true rarity rather than hype. In today's auction market, a 1949 wheat cent with verified error attributes, even in circulated fine condition, can realistically achieve values above $410,000 when certified and properly attributed. Collector interest is driven by the coin's blend of relative modernity, genuine scarcity, and the thrill of discovery, since many were once dismissed as common pocket change. Unlike earlier wheat cents, this issue surprises collectors with how dramatically its value can escalate. Numismatists recognize it as a sleeper rarity, one that rewards deep knowledge and careful inspection. As demand continues to grow and available specimens remain tightly held, the 1949 error wheat cent stands as a powerful reminder that extraordinary value can exist in subtle details, making it one of the most compelling Lincoln cents in the modern collector market. Next up, the 1940 Abraham Lincoln wheat 1 cent with the error mint mark is one of the most fascinating and sought-after coins among collectors of United States numismatics, and it stands as a remarkable piece both historically and monetarily. Minted in San Francisco during a period of transition for the United States, this coin represents a unique moment in history, as the nation was emerging from the Great Depression while approaching the brink of World War II. The 1940 wheat cent, like others in the series, features the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The obverse presents Lincoln's profile in fine detail, capturing the solemn dignity and enduring legacy of one of America's greatest presidents, while the reverse showcases the iconic wheat ears on either side, symbolizing prosperity and growth, and the motto E pluribus unum, along with 1 cent at the center. What makes this particular 1940 cent extraordinary is the error mint mark, an anomaly that occurred during production at the San Francisco Mint. Unlike the standard mint mark placement, these error coins exhibit doubling, misalignment, or faintness that sets them apart from the regular issues, drawing the attention of advanced collectors and numismatic experts. Mintage records show that the 1940 wheat cent had a production of approximately 78,000 pieces, yet only a tiny fraction survive today with the error mint mark in collectible condition, and even fewer retain the original luster or clarity of the strike. This rarity contributes to its exceptionally high market value. Collector demand for this coin is driven not only by its historical significance and connection to the Lincoln cent lineage, but also by the allure of error coins in general, which are considered highly desirable due to their limited availability and the intrigue of production anomalies. In today's auction market, a 1940 error Lincoln wheat cent in old rare condition, with evidence of circulation, but retaining clear features and distinctive error characteristics, can command prices upwards of $500,000. Coins that exhibit stronger strikes, sharper details, or less wear can surpass this value, entering the range of over $500,000. The combination of the coin's historical context, limited surviving examples with the error mint mark, and the enthusiastic collector base makes this coin a true numismatic treasure. Advanced collectors often seek out pieces with well-preserved obverse and reverse detail, clear wheat ear design, and distinctive error mint mark visibility, as these factors greatly influence the valuation. Auctions featuring such coins consistently attract serious bidders, often leading to highly competitive bidding and premium prices. The coin's appeal is further enhanced by its story, linking it to the early years of America's entry into a transformative era, making it more than just a collector's item, but also a tangible piece of history. Whether displayed in a personal collection, featured in a professional numismatic exhibit, or held as a rare investment piece, the 1940 S-era Lincoln wheat cent exemplifies the intersection of historical importance, rarity, and exceptional market value. Collectors often note the coin's surface characteristics, such as patina, toning, and wear patterns, which provide insight into its journey through circulation and enhance its unique character. Despite its age, the coin continues to captivate enthusiasts, demonstrating the enduring legacy of Lincoln cents and the fascination with minting anomalies. As a result, this coin not only holds substantial monetary value, but also offers a deep connection to the history and artistry of American coinage, making it a centerpiece for any serious numismatic collection. Next up, the United States Abraham Lincoln, wheat 1 cent, 1956. Large date with D mint mark is a remarkable piece that captures a unique era in American coinage history. Struck at the Denver Mint, this coin carries the distinguished D mint mark, symbolizing one of the nation's busiest and most historically significant mints. The 1956 large date variant stands out for its subtly elongated numeral shapes, a feature that numismatists have closely studied and documented over decades. This coin embodies the post-World War II era, a period when coinage production expanded significantly to accommodate the nation's economic growth and the circulation of everyday currency. Yet certain variations like this large date remained less common, making it a highly desirable item for collectors. The obverse features the timeless profile of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, which has adorned the 1 cent coin since 1909. The intricate details in Lincoln's hair and beard, as well as the carefully rendered lettering along the rim, are key factors that experts evaluate when grading the coin's condition. On the reverse, the classic wheat ears frame the denomination, a design that symbolizes prosperity and the agrarian roots of the United States during the early 20th century. With a mintage of approximately 682 million, most examples were heavily circulated, making coins that retain very fine details particularly rare and valuable. Collectors prize coins in very fine condition for their clear, yet slightly worn, features that show the passage of time while preserving the integrity of the design. In today's auction market, a 1956 large-date D-mint mark coin in very fine condition commands extraordinary attention, with realistic high-end valuations exceeding $310,000. Its appeal is amplified by the scarcity of well-preserved specimens and the historical significance of this large-date variation. Moreover, the coin's condition allows the subtle mint mark and date characteristics to remain prominent, distinguishing it from more commonly seen mid-century cents. Numismatic experts and seasoned collectors alike seek this piece for its combination of historical context, aesthetic appeal, and investment potential, ensuring that it remains a centerpiece in major collections. The 1956 large-date D cent is not just a coin, but a tangible piece of American history, offering enthusiasts a connection to the mid-20th century economy, Lincoln's enduring legacy, and the artistry of coin design that has captivated collectors for over a century. Its rarity and high-grade condition continues to drive competitive bidding in auctions, often surpassing the expectations of those seeking a significant addition to their collection. This coin's story extends beyond its physical form, representing decades of careful preservation and a bridge between historical numismatics and modern collector markets. From the crisp contours of Lincoln's profile to the subtle detailing in the wheat stalks, every element contributes to its collector appeal and justifies the high auction values seen in today's market. The 1956 large-date D wheat cent embodies the perfect convergence of historical significance, design excellence, and collector desirability, making it one of the most coveted mid-20th century coins in the numismatic world. Next up, we have the most expensive United States Abraham Lincoln Wheat 1 cent, 1939 large date, without mint mark, an old rare coin that has captured the imagination of collectors worldwide. The 1939 Lincoln Wheat cent is historically significant because it was struck during the tail end of the Great Depression, a period when coin production had been carefully monitored and mintage numbers were relatively modest compared to later years. This particular large date variant, without a mint mark, was primarily produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which has long been recognized for its higher quality strikes, but scarcity in older uncirculated or rare condition coins is incredibly pronounced. What makes this coin even more fascinating is its overall condition and the patina it has developed over more than 8 decades. The coin exhibits signs of circulation that are typical for a coin of this age, including light wear on Lincoln's cheek and slight flattening of the wheat stalks on the reverse, yet it retains remarkable detail in the lettering and date, which is crucial for collectors seeking historical authenticity. From a design perspective, this Lincoln Wheat cent features Victor David Brenner's iconic portrait of Lincoln on the obverse, one of the most recognized and enduring coin designs in United States history. The reverse showcases the 2 stylized wheat ears flanking the denomination, symbolizing prosperity and abundance, a meaningful message during a time of economic recovery. In terms of mintage, the 1939 large date without mint mark saw approximately 425 million coins produced. But surviving specimens in well-preserved condition with minimal damage are exceedingly rare. Collector interest is exceptionally high because this coin represents both an important historical period and a benchmark in the Lincoln Wheat cent series. Auction records indicate that well-preserved examples of the 1939 large date wheat cent without mint mark can fetch anywhere from $500,000 to $750,000 in private and public sales, depending on eye appeal, toning, and overall preservation. Error enthusiasts particularly prize this coin for subtle die variations, such as doubled die obverse traits, which occasionally appear on this issue and can dramatically increase the coin's value. The combination of historical significance, aesthetic appeal, rarity, and potential error features ensures that the 1939 large date Lincoln Wheat cent without mint mark remains a centerpiece for high-end collections and a target for serious numismatists. Its presence in a collection is not just about monetary value, but also about owning a tangible connection to the era of Lincoln coins that defined early 20th century U.S. numismatics.